freezing. So I'm walking to pick up the kids from school, which is the buggy that you can hear. So the first up Brewers, because I need to see their swatches and whether or not they have something close to the colour that I want to paint our hallway. So let's go to Brewers, shall we? We're here. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. I'm Nikki here. I'm the owner of Nikki Studios. I hand make scrunchies, bows, book sleeves, fabric book corners and a few other cute little bits. as you can see, this morning I've had a busy morning. So it's Friday, it's food shopping day, so I needed to get that out of the way so that I can crack on with a few more bits. I managed to get my sum up machine working. I have done a prototype. I don't know, I'm keeping it. I'm so happy with it. So we have 2 pockets in the front here. Can't show you very well. 1 and 2. And the lining to match. I just used one of my labels that I already had. I have actually ordered some more, but in a different material. And it's my coloured logo as well. I have a very busy day. It's Friday. We're off out for dinner this evening. Which I'm really excited about. And I've cut out 6 of these, all in different fabrics. They will be having plain lining because where I normally get my fabric from, well, the biggest bulk of where I get my fabric from, because they no longer have fabric there when we went away in the half term. I haven't had time, well, I say I haven't had time, well, I haven't had time to go and source some more fabric. I like to go and have a look at the fabric that I'm purchasing. I like to have, I like to feel it. I like to match it up against other fabrics that I have that I'm mixing it with. And I haven't had a chance to do that because a lot of our fabric shops down south have shut. So two of the main ones that I typically use for my fabrics, one is a little independent one. She actually shut down her shop at the beginning of this year, and the other store shut down a couple of months ago. So my closest one, there are a couple of other ones that are relatively local. I haven't been there, so I really should check them out. They're independent stores. So yeah. Anyway, so I do actually need to order some more wadding because I'm very, very low, and I need to collect that because they only do click and collect facilities. Well, they can deliver, but it's like over a certain amount, like you have to pay for delivery, and I'm not gonna pay like £10 delivery when I'm not spending enough to warrant that. So anyway, when I can go and collect it fairly local, it'll take me about 45 minutes to get there, so that's okay. Well, that's local, isn't it? So I'm keeping my hat on today because in my last video it was atrocious, and I actually need to wash my hair because we're going out tonight, because my fringe is all over the show, but I'm leaving it on today. It is Baltic out there. Like I said before, I really struggle with the cold. My fingers, my nose and my feet are the main culprits. There is Raynaud's in our family, so I don't know if I have a touch of that. I don't know if I have that. Don't know if I'm going to get that, or I don't know if I'm just being a wuss. But there we go. So I am going to tidy up a bit because it's a mess as per usual. Actually, I did make a couple of these. I did work on my website last night, and me and Rob sat down, and I let Rob have the laptop whilst I was sort of like looking over his shoulder, and actually it made a lot more sense. I don't know why that is. He was like, and I was like, oh no, you do it this way and you do it this way, and this, and I worked out quite a lot actually just by sitting, being a little bird on his shoulder, as it were. So I actually did a bit on there. I do need to add some more, so fingers crossed I can get it done. I really said to myself that I wanted it done by the end of November. I don't know, we'll see, fingers crossed. Anyway, I have made some more cute little bows. I haven't finished them yet, they haven't got the middle bit on them. So yeah, I do have a couple more of those to do, but I am just literally going to run up and quilt. Am I going to quilt? Yes, I'm gonna attach and quilt all of my new journal sleeves. So this is my biggest. Okay, I will upload some pictures down below probably of what you can fit inside. So yeah, I'll link that. I'll put that in a picture down below. It does have a little storage for your pens or something here, and then you can put like sticky notes or your phone or a small little notepad in here. So they are good sized pockets, and I think this, let me just measure it, because obviously by the time I've cut it out and then I've taken into account my seam allowance, so it's 10 inches wide by roughly 11 to 11 and a half, so approximately 10, not centimeters, approximately 10, yeah, I said inches, approximately 10 inches wide by 11 to 11 and a half inches in height, approximately. Obviously these are handmade, so they do vary very slightly. Obviously I cut them to all the same size. It's just when I do the seam allowance, yeah, sometimes I can just alter. So I'm gonna put on YouTube actually, because I have the lovely Emily Cromwell to watch, and I love watching her vlogs, and I watch her every single week. And I went to put her on yesterday and my iPad died, well, was already dead, so I've charged that and I am ready and raring to go. Okay, actually just wanted to show you Studio Dog. He's already in his bed. This dog knows the routine. He knows that once we've had our walk, it's breakfast time for him. And then once mummy's taken the kids to school, it's then studio time. Anyway. Hi guys, so I have a couple of more things to do, and then I'm going to leave this vlog here. So I have a few new scrunchies that I'm going to be taking to my markets in a couple of weeks. I've got my brand new one. Oh, so cute with the lace trim. I just need to trim up the edges and then sew the seam in them. And then once I've done that, I am jumping straight into my next week's vlog for you guys. I'm going to start filming it this week. Well, this weekend. It's Friday today. I don't normally record on a Friday. I normally do it Monday to Thursday. But I haven't even edited today's video, so I'm going to do that now, ready for you guys tonight. And then yeah, like I said, jump straight into my next week's vlog, start recording that, because I have a new product that I've been trialing out and I'm really happy with it, and the sizes and the way it looks. So I'm gonna cut out a batch of them. There's only one of each, because I'm unsure on whether or not I can source all of the materials that I'm using, because I think all of them bar one I've actually used small independent stores, and a couple of them are in Devon, which I'm actually going there tomorrow and for the day. Don't judge me, it takes a couple of hours to get there. And then the other one that a couple of the other fabrics that I'm using for this has shut down, so I'm not entirely sure if I can get them again. So anyway, there's just one of each fabric currently, and I'm cutting out I think like 5 or 6. So I've done all of those. I've clipped them all together and I'm gonna sew them straight after I finish these scrunchies. So I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and yeah, I hope it's busy. We're off out for dinner tonight with some friends, and then yeah, me and Rob get the day tomorrow together whilst Nanny is having the children. So, and then Sunday is chill day. I think we're gonna make up some Lego with the boys, and I think Olivia wants to make some candles. So yeah, a nice relaxing Sunday for us. So anyway guys, have a great weekend, and I'll see you next week. Bye. wanted to quickly pop on, literally for like 2 minutes. It's 8 o'clock on Saturday and we have been out fabric shopping today. I've managed to restock only 2 of the ones that I actually needed, and there was quite a few, which is really annoying, but anyway, I should have just gone to one of the other branches. I'm about to go and get our Chinese, but I wanted to quickly show you all the new fabrics that I got whilst I was putting the boys to bed. So this is the first one. Sorry, my daughter come in. Oh, she wants to be part of the video. I'll show you in a minute. Anyway, so we have this blue Monstera one. I've got a few meters of that one. Oh, it's so cute. It's cotton. It's lovely. So that was my first one. This is my second one. She's so cute. She's so fresh. Floral, obviously. Yeah, I just love her as well. And then I have 2 colours of the next one. That's my children. If you can hear them, it's my boys. They're wild. I have this one in this colour, a mustardy grey. I've got a few meters of that one. And then I also got the pink one of that one as well. So I have both colours there. Really, really cute. I have...
So like what one do I do?
Yeah, I have the mustard gingham. I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to use this as a liner or not, but I think that would be really cute as a hair scrunchie. So I've got that one, but these are my 2 liner fabrics that I've got. So I've got like an emerald and a dusky pink or a rose pink. It doesn't really show it here on the camera, but I got those 2. And then I got another line of fabric. This is a stone colour. Again, you can't really see it on the camera. So those are my 3 new line of fabrics. Then I have another cotton floral fabric there. They're mainly florals. These are my 2 restocks that I managed to get hold of. I've got quite a bit of those. I don't need those. Can you pass me the emerald satin up there, Olivia? And then I saw this one, which I love. It's so cute. This is my daughter, Olivia. An emerald satin, which I use for scrunchies and my bows. So that's a new one. I've got quite a few actually that all tie in together. So I might do a collection in the future of those because I quite like them. There's a few of them that go. And then I bought 2 fun prints. I got this one, which I thought was really quite cute. And anchors. Again, I thought they were really quite cute. So I just got 2 fun prints and the rest are either liners, gingham, a satin or florals. So yeah, I just wanted to quickly show you what I bought today. I did buy some wadding. I bought 10 meters of wadding and I'll show you that. And I bought some interfacing as well. I have not long purchased some, but it's always handy to have. So I bought a few meters of that as well. So that was it, really. So we literally drove there, bought this, bought a pasty, and then drove home. So, pardon?
A pasty.
Yeah, I'll have a pasty, which I ate on the way home. So it takes 2.5 hours to get there and 2.5 hours back. But actually, it would have taken us less time in the place where I purchased my fabric from, but the woman was so meticulous in cutting the fabric, which is great because some of them they just literally, or they rip it, and I can't stand that, or they just hack it with the scissors, and when you get it home it's never straight 2-3 meters, it's like under that because they've cut it on the wink. So anyway, this lovely lady, bless her, was very meticulous and got it pretty much dead straight. So that was great. So we were in there quite a while she was cutting all my fabric up holding up the queue. There was loads of them. I bet they hated me in the shop, but nah, I don't really care. So anyway, I'm gonna go and pick up mine and Rob's dinner, and I have done a bit of sewing actually tonight. I've been putting the scrunchies into tubes because I was waiting for some of my labels to come in, which they came this morning, so that's great. The other ones aren't coming till next week. I've also ordered, I can't tell you anything yet until they arrive, but I've ordered some things for a new product that will be going into my shop and to markets, which I'm excited about. So that should be coming. Some of it's coming next week. I think some of it's coming the week after. So once I've got it, I'll share it with you. But for now, I'm probably just going to leave it. Tomorrow's Sunday, so we'll be doing some paneling. Oh, the other thing that we did as well this morning was picked up. We got our paint mixed this morning at Brewers, which is our local paint and decorating store. So we got that mixed this morning, ready to put up, because we need to put one of our radiators up in the hallway because it's quite chilly, and we've took it out a couple of months ago. Obviously it wasn't cold then, so it's fine, but obviously now where the temperature's dropped, it's really quite cold in the hallway, and you really notice it, and especially because it's going outside the basement, obviously heat rises, so we need that on ASAP. So we're probably going to do a little bit of paneling tomorrow. I won't be, I'll probably be sewing, but Rob will be, and putting up some paint on there, a couple of coats of that, and then hopefully get the rad up next week once the paint's dried. So that, yeah, I mean, it's lovely and warm in here, but out there it's not. It's because it's just straight out onto the brick wall. So we've insulated it, boarded it, but still we need to continue it all the way around and up the stairs. So that's our plan tomorrow, and then we're gonna have Toad in the Hole tomorrow and just chill, and then it'll be Monday. So Monday is Mum Day, so I don't generally come on here. Tuesday I have work, and I'm in the day, and I'm meeting my new customers. Wednesday, I've got a busy week next week. Wednesday, it's mine and George's day. So if you follow me here, or you've seen my posts or videos, Wednesday my little boy only goes to nursery for a couple of hours, and then it's like mine and his day for the rest of the day. So I'm going to catch up with a friend and her two little girls. Thursday I have work, and then Friday I'm off, and because I don't work Fridays and I don't work Saturday or Sundays anymore. I can't remember, I swear there's something on. Oh, there is something on next Friday, and then the Saturday it's Olivia's birthday, so she'll be 12, and then so we're going to do something then, aren't we? And then the Sunday, well, it's the last day of the month, isn't it? So then it'll be Christmas, and we always put up our Christmas tree the first weekend of December, but I don't know, I might put it up Sunday. It just means I've got to get everything out of the shed.
It's probably best to do it on Sunday because you're off.
Well, we can't do it on Saturday, but maybe Sunday, maybe next weekend, because we are busy a lot in December. So anyway, it might be next Sunday, it might be the week after, like the 1st, so it'll be the 7th or 6th or 7th, I don't know, we'll see, but I'll post some pictures anyway. Anyway guys, I'm gonna go, but I will catch you maybe tomorrow, if not next week. Hi everyone, so it's currently Tuesday. I've been at work today. I've literally just finished. I've come home, I've made myself a cup of tea, and I've got a handful of Haribo because I've had no breakfast, no lunch. It's just been manic. I literally have half an hour until I have to go and grab the kids, but I do have a load of scrunchies that need their labels in them. So I'm going to get through as many as I can because I have 2 markets coming up soon, and yeah, Rob has started my scrunchie board, so yeah, I'm really excited about that. So I need to fill it, or at least fill it with as much as I possibly can. Yeah, so I'm gonna head over to the sewing machine and just sew in some labels quickly before I have to go and pick up the kids. morning, everyone. So it's now Thursday. No, it's not. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday today. And I didn't speak to you yesterday because I had work, and then I had work yesterday evening. And I was going to come down here and do a bit of work for my upcoming market. And I was just so tired. I was so cold. I finished work, I come home, I had a shower, and I literally just chilled out on the sofa. And I think I nodded off actually, because Rob was watching his programs, and yeah, next minute I know saying, come on, let's go up to bed. I don't even think it was that late. I think it was like 10, I think. I really must get my hair done, but oh gosh. It takes hours to do. So I am currently just finishing off, which is quite funny actually, because I'm wearing the same colour. Here's what my daughter's asked for, but she's asked me to make 2 long satin bows. 2 long tail satin bows. So it's her birthday on Saturday and she's 12. And I thought I would make her these for her birthday. So I've made one. I'm just finishing the other. So I thought I'd have a chat and just give you an update. So this is the one. She asked me for black and this purple that I'm just doing. So here's one. So it's double bows on there. A bit squiffy at the moment until I sort it out. And then she's asked for this purple one, which is the same as what I'm wearing today, which my mum actually embroidered for me. So yes, thanks mum. What am I doing today? So I should have some more labels coming. So those are for a little project that I am sort of halfway through. Yeah, I'm not going to say too much more. They're halfway through, but I need the labels because that's like the next step. I can't really go any further until I've done that bit. So yeah. So yes, so Monday, did I come on Monday? I can't even remember. This week is a blur. So I had work yesterday and I did have a parcel come. So one of my parcels for another thing that I have in mind that I'm going to be bringing to probably, I don't want to say too much, but I will be using it and then I will be selling some bits, probably to begin with just at markets. I think I will add them to my website, but I will just probably start off with that. And then yes, I had a parcel yesterday, which I did have work this evening. So it's Wednesday today, so it's mine and George's day. So I've got to collect him in an hour and a half. Well, I have to leave here in an hour and 15. I don't really know what I'm going to do with George today. It is really sunny out there. It was forecast rain, which I thought, oh, that's not too bad. I can just stay at home and chill out, which I still might do. I don't know. Their rooms are done now. And I've organised all their toys for them, which makes me very happy. So I don't know. I might do that. So Thursday is tomorrow, so I have work in the morning. And then I'm going to come home and probably do a bit of admin work because Friday I'm going out with my friend and we're going to try out this new bakery. Well, it's a new bakery to us. I don't even know it's there. I mean, it might be new. I'm not entirely sure. So anyway, we're going to go and try out this new bakery that's local. And because it's my daughter's birthday, I am on Saturday, I'm taking her to a Southampton bead shop because she loves jewellery making. So I'm going to go and take her there, which is in Romsey. And then we're going to a cat cafe because she keeps, well, she wanted to go there not for last year for her birthday, but she's wanted to go there before and they were fully booked. So, and then we wanted to go again, but the boys aren't old enough. It must have been a day that Rob was working. So couldn't go then. And then then I looked for this Saturday and they were already fully booked. So I booked it for Friday evening, well, afternoon. So we're going to go there. And so that will be nice. Go to Southampton Bead Shop, then go to the cat cafe. And then Saturday's her birthday, which I don't really know what she wants to do. She doesn't know what she wants to do neither, which is really annoying. So I'm going to have to come up with something for Saturday. And then Sunday we're going to put up the Christmas tree. Oh, for Saturday afternoon, actually, we've got family coming around because we always have the family round when it's the kids' birthday. So they'll be round in the afternoon and I'll just put on some nibbles. And then Sunday, yeah, we're going to put up a Christmas tree. And that's basically my week. It's nothing really exciting. But I do want to give... I've got a load of scrunchies that I need to make because Rob is making my new scrunchie board, which he has done. He just needs to put all the broom handles on that we're using to hold the scrunchies on. So he just needs to do that, which I think they're coming today actually. So we'll see, hopefully, and then he can do that. So yeah, lots of exciting things. We have painted the bit the bit outside here, so like the landing. It's the hallway, I suppose, next to my kitchenette. So we had to paint it and panel it because we got the new radiator, which is going on the wall there. So we've done that now. So I did put a post up yesterday for people to guess what colour we've painted it. I haven't had a look at what people have guessed. So I will probably show you next week, if I'm being honest. I'll probably show you next week, not in this vlog, because I still have to edit this. So, and I'm a bit pushed for time this week, and at the moment I'm really struggling with the cold. My feet are freezing. I've got this little heater on next to me because I'm only in this one room. When the kids are home and that, or I have people round, then I have the heating on, but there's no point in just heating up the entire house when I'm in one room. So I've got my little electric heater down here, which I have on all the time. So yeah, and I've been just really tired this week. I don't really know why. Well, I do know why, but you know, that'd be too much information to share on here, so I won't bother. But you know, if you're a woman, you know. So but let's just put it at that. So yeah, that's it really. I haven't worked on my website, which is very naughty of me because I do have a date in mind and I don't know if I'm going to get it done. Well, most of it's actually done. Most of it is actually done. I think I just need to take a few more photos, or at least like I just want to, I'm not putting loads of pressure on myself. Like I just want to get as much on there as I can, and then the rest of the stuff, like all my new stuff, well, I'll just have to add those at a later date. You know, I don't want this to be a really stressful process. I'm just going to go over to my ironing board, so I'll take you over with me. And now I don't know what I've done with my phone holder, so sorry, I'm just putting you up in my cupboard for now. This is the trouble when I have the boys in here on the weekends, because when we're trying to do renovation work, I try and I'm still working on my business, and I have them in here and I'm stood cutting at my island, and I've got like a step for them to stand on so that they can see what I'm doing and watch and things. And I mean, I know it's so boring for them, but these little jobs needed to be done. Yeah, so I make adjustments for them so that they can come in here and they're sort of out of Rob's way. But then come the week, I haven't really been in here much this week. I don't know where anything is. So I don't know what I've done. I mean, like, my iPad keyboard is now up here because Henry was finger bashing it, and you know, I didn't want it to get broken, obviously, so I put it up there, and I couldn't find my book with all my measurements in. I mean, I have found that now, but you know, I couldn't to begin with, and I like to just come down here. Otherwise you spend half your time just doing all of that, you know. And anyway, let's go back over to the machine. Wow, I found my my phone holder to video. It's underneath my table. Obviously hid it that well that I only realised it when I just tried to pick up my glue gun. Anyway, so I've nearly finished this actually, which is good. Oh, anyway, how are you guys? Are you alright? You having a good week? So I had my new customers yesterday. They are the sweetest, bless them. So that was lovely. Lovely day yesterday. I've got so many scrunchies to make. I am gonna have a mixture of both online and market only scrunchies at my markets, but I won't be having my market scrunchies on my website, if that makes sense. So there are some fabrics that I just think will probably be better at a market. There are a couple that I'm not 100% sure on the material. Like, I think I know what they are, but because I'm not 100% sure, I don't want to list them as like unknown. So, but at a market, I think if people can feel it and see it, it's a little bit different. So, or I can at least just say I'm not 100% sure if they do ask me. However, I think it's this. Or I could just try and I can take it. The trouble is I don't have loads of local sewing stores now, so, which is really annoying and very inconsiderate. Otherwise I would just ask the staff there, but grr, makes me cross, but there we are. Not everyone has the same hobbies as myself, so I don't think there's anything else really. I've got the girls coming round next Wednesday. I was supposed to be going out with a friend today, but her and her girls have got flu, so obviously not meeting. Apparently she's really poorly with it, bless her, so bless her out. So yeah, I'm not seeing them today, because that was my plan. Well, one of my plans for today. One of my markets is next Friday. That one's at my daughter's school, so they always hold a Christmas market. And one of mine, actually, my other one that I had actually was cancelled. They didn't They didn't actually notify me that it was cancelled, which really infuriated me. It was only the fact that I asked if they had a post. Oh no. If they had a poster so that I could share it. And then they were like, oh no, sorry, we've cancelled it. And I was just like, oh wow, lovely, thanks for telling me, sort of thing. So yeah, that was really annoying, actually. I have to actually check if they've refunded me the money. But yeah, we'll see about that. Anyway, that I actually did send the organiser a bit of a shirty message and just said that, you know, that is lack of communication, and you've let all the vendors down now. I don't know how many they need to you know, have the hall pay for itself, and I know that normally it does well, but I think it's because there's 2 other large markets going on at the same date. So I think that's why. But yeah, it was really, really infuriating. So, but anyway, I did message someone else, and they didn't have any tables, and I was like, and she was like, but if you have your own table, then you're more than welcome to bring that, and we'll make room for you. So that was really nice. So I'm gonna start sharing that on my social media page. It's not far from me, actually. That's a Christmas one, so yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Olivia's going to help me, I think, on both of them. So I did say to her that if she helps me, then I'll give her some money to say thank you for helping me. Bless her heart, she likes stuff like that. She has done a couple of markets herself, actually, selling her bookmarks and her jewelry that she makes. She definitely follows the creative genes that we have in our family, so, which is really good, because she was always like that as a child. My boys aren't really like that, although, the cutest thing this morning, bless my little boy, he so when I did their bedroom, I went through all of their books. Now my boys have books read to them every night, and our daughter enjoys reading. I enjoy reading. Rob's not a massive reading person, but he likes to read to the boys before they go to bed. That's their little routine. And where's the other one? Yeah, it's cute. Anyway, and yes, and I went through all of their books and put a pile that I could either donate to the school or give to someone or charity or anything. And my Henry went through it and was like, oh, his teacher's name was like, oh, I think such and such would really like these. And he's got a cardboard box that we were I was going to put out for recycling, and he's used sellotape, and he's just like wrapped it all up, bless him, as a little present. And he was, you know, so excited about taking it to school today, and I was just like, he was like, oh, so I've got you a present, I've got you some books, and I wrapped it up and stuff. And I said you probably won't want the books, because they're more like his age and our daughter's age, bless. And I said, but he just thought of you, and he really wanted to give you a gift. So she was like, oh, that's so sweet, so lovely that he thought of me. And she was like really like, that's so cute. Henry's such a thoughtful little boy, bless him. Yeah, he's a good boy. So there we are. I've made both of the bows that Olivia has requested, so that's good. Although I have got a bit of glue on that one. I'll have to try and get that one off later. Right, so now I have 1 hour to blast out as many scrunchies as I can. So I did a pile the other day, which I'll show you here, the other day, when I recorded, just putting in some of my labels. But I now have, there's a load here that need doing, so I am going to tidy up the mess that's behind you, because I just dropped all my clips everywhere, and then I'm going to crack on and do that. Okay, well that's actually going to bring us to the end of this week's vlog. I'm going to finish a couple more scrunchies because it's now 10:25 and I have to leave here at 11 o'clock. The thing that I'm really struggling with is social media. I cannot post every single day. I know some people say, oh, you should post every day, and then other people say, you don't need to post every day, just be consistent with what you're doing. And I'm not very consistent with my social media. I am obviously with my YouTube, because I post every week on a Friday. But yeah, I'm just really struggling with that. And I'm not going to put any pressure on myself whatsoever with building this business. I'm not going to be paying for what they do on like Instagram and stuff. You can pay someone and they basically like get your views up and things like that. I'm not doing that. That's not how I want to do it. I want to be as natural as possible and just, you know, I'm not worried about like gaining loads and loads of followers. I'm not worried I just want to share my journey and record my journey of me building my small business that I've wanted to do for such a long time. I've always wanted to own my own shop, whether that be an actual shop that you can walk into, which at this current climate is not possible whatsoever, because big brand stores are shutting down because of the cost of the property that they rent. So that's not feasible for myself. And yeah, so if you have any like hints or tips or guidance or anything, I mean, I have Skillshare, which I've paid for, which is fantastic. That helps with a lot of areas actually and different aspects of my business. But yeah, if you have any tips or anything, please feel free to comment down below, because I could just do with a bit of help, really. So yeah, thank you very much for following me this week. Again, it's always chaos in my life. Some weeks it's slower than others, but my videos are very like few and far between. I'm trying to juggle my other business, obviously house renovations, my family and my 3 kids. Obviously I have the 2 markets coming up, and I'm trying to launch a website, and whilst trying to stay sane. And yeah, so I'm hoping I know what I'm doing like week to week. I'm just, you know, we've got birthdays coming up, Christmas coming up, we have a break away coming up. We obviously we're planning our wedding as well. So there's just a lot going on, and I know that next year is going to be full on as well, due to the wedding. So thank you again, guys, for following me this week. If you've lasted the entire video, I'm going to start doing like a little emoji thing, or like a word or something at the end of the vlogs. So this week's, I'm going to do an emoji. So this week's emoji, if you've watched the entire video, pop a star down below. It would be great to see who's following, and yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Like I said, it's Olivia's birthday this Saturday, so yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and we're putting up our Christmas tree as well. So yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Take care, bye.